What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel, if you didn't know. Today's video is gonna be all about things that you should not do or what not to do as a lash tech. So I have 4 tips for you guys, so let's get into it. Okay, so there are a couple things that we do as lash artists, especially when you're new, that you want to just kind of dive in and go straight into lashing, and then you kind of skip some things, or you're doing things maybe not in the exact right way, and then you kind of have retention issues, or lashes aren't staying on the way they should be right when you put them on, and you're kind of not sure where it's coming from. So I'm going to give you guys a couple tips on things to avoid or things not to do while you start lashing. Tip number 1 is make sure that you do not skip the prep. Skipping the prep is probably one of the worst things you can possibly do. If you skip the prep, then your lashes or the client's natural lashes are literally just in the exact same state that they had it, and honestly, you don't know what state that's in. You don't know what they had on there, you don't know if they had strip lashes on there, if they had waterproof mascara, because waterproof mascara is a whole other topic. People should not be using waterproof mascara if they are going to get lash extensions done. That is something that is in the prep, and why we make sure that we do the prep, because we are unaware of what is on your client's lashes. Doing your prep makes sure that the lashes are clean, they are ready to go, and they are able to grab onto the extensions with the adhesive so that they can bond at a maximum length. Before I actually get into the next tip, I do want to let you guys know that I do offer virtual training for literally anybody, anyone around the world. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely hit the link in my description. My email's in there, and you can contact me directly and find out all the details on the virtual training that I offer. Also, if you guys are interested, definitely follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is, of course, in the description below, and let's get back into the video. Tip number 2 is making sure that you are placing with purpose. If you are placing without purpose, your set is not gonna come out the way you want it to. It's not gonna look the way you want it to, and it's honestly not gonna enhance or elevate your client's features in any way. You wanna make sure that when you are placing your lashes, that you are doing it purposefully, so that you know that the lash set at the end of your session is gonna actually really make your client feel happy about the way they look on their face. What that means is that you want to make sure that when you're placing the lash, let's say that your client has downward lashes and they kind of just droop on the end. That means that you're not placing super long lashes on the end or dramatic depth at the end, because what's going to happen is you're going to emphasize the droop, and you're going to emphasize that downward lash, and it's going to almost accentuate that part that they don't like, or that part that they're trying to avoid, and that's going to definitely hinder how they feel about the lash extension session. Another thing about placing purposefully is you want to make sure that your placement is on par. You want to make sure that your placement is being done in the right direction. The whole point of doing lash extensions, or kind of making sure that you're placing lash extensions right, is making sure that you are correcting the natural lash growth. So let's say your lash is growing to the left, you want to make sure that you're placing in the center and making sure that you are going maybe towards the right, because the lash is leaning to the left, to balance it off and make sure that it is placed straight and the direction that the lashes face is straight when they open their eyes. Number 3 is jumping into long lengths. This is something that people do, especially in the beginning. You want to make sure that you're giving your client these dramatic, beautiful sets, and automatically people think like, hey, give me long lashes. I want to have 16, 17, 18s on my eyes, especially with classics, especially when you're like kind of learning. But that is literally the worst thing you can do at that point. When you do classics, especially, and you place those lashes on the natural lash, they're going to be so long and so spidery looking.
Hey, yo, what the f?
And to be honest, you're trying to achieve a dark, dense look, but the longer you go in lash length, the actual more sparse the lashes will look. They kind of spread out a little bit more, and they look less full. They just don't look as dense. And realistically, when you actually go shorter in length, they actually look a lot more dense, especially when you're talking about classic lashes. A lot of people don't realize it, and they sometimes think like, hey, I want a really natural set. Can we go super short? And then they come out with this super dark lash line, and they're like, wait a minute, I didn't want that. But it's because the shorter you go, the more dense the lashes look. They kind of compact together, and they just look nice and strong and dark. Okay, and my 4th one, which is probably the most important one, is make sure that you are not rushing isolation. At the beginning, of course, I know everybody wants to speed up their time, and they want to get it going, and they want to be able to do a full set in a short period of time. But realistically, what takes the amount of time is isolation. And when you start to kind of get into the groove of things, and you start thinking, hey, let me just kind of move a little bit faster, usually it's the isolation that suffers. And the problem with that is that, yeah, you may finish the set faster, but it's the end result is the problem. And what happens is when you're not isolating properly and not taking the time to do it, you're probably letting go of the isolation too quickly. And what's gonna happen is the neighboring lashes are gonna stick together. So it could be the natural lashes that stick together, or it could even be the extensions that are sticking together. Either way, there's gonna be stickies, there's gonna be things stuck together that are not supposed to be, and that's gonna ruin the overall look and the overall health of your client's natural lashes. And to be honest, this is the worst thing you could be known for. You absolutely do not wanna be that lash artist that, yes, does it fast, but the quality is just not there. Okay guys, that is it for this video. This was just 4 quick tips on things that you should avoid and make sure that you are not doing when you are lashing. If you guys are interested in any more videos like this, I have a ton more tips. I can definitely do another one. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back with something new next time. Bye.